I bought some new crash cymbals. Today, we're gonna check them out. Let's get it on. So I'll start this by saying I've played Sabian cymbals for 37 years since I started playing drums. And the only time I ventured out, I bought a Paiste Signature Series thin China, 18-inch, for my first China. Sabian and Zildjian didn't make anything that I liked. Right around that same time, Sabian had come out with the AAX line. And I bought two AAX 18-inch metal crashes, and I had played them ever since up until about 4 years ago. I have since switched to the new AAX models, which are two 20-inch heavy crashes, a 22-inch heavy ride. I have a 19-inch extreme China and 14-inch kind of hybrid mixed hi-hats. But a couple weeks ago, I cracked a crash cymbal. It happens from time to time. I went to the normal place that I buy my cymbals from, and I put one in the cart, and they were up to $402 for a 20-inch crash cymbal. And I was just like, damn. So I slept on it, figured I would make my decision the next morning, and I just wasn't ready to pull the trigger again. Now, I will say the Sabian warranty has always been really good. I've never had an issue with the Sabian warranty. The only issue that I have is the length of time that it takes to get a return cymbal from Sabian. From start to finish, you're looking at, on average, about 6 to 10 weeks. If they don't have the cymbal in stock, it's indefinite. So in that time, I have found that in order to keep playing, I have to buy new cymbals anyway. So this time around, $402 a pop, I was just like, damn, that's pricey. So I started looking around. I've gone down these rabbit holes before. The last time I bought two crash cymbals from an independent cymbal company, did not have the best experience, and I will not be doing that again. So buyer beware on that kind of stuff. I started looking at different lines. I started looking at Paiste again. It's been a long time. My big mistake was I went online to a drummer's forum and I said, what are your favorite crash cymbals and why? And the first response I get is, you should buy the ones that sound the best to you. Well, no shit. I mean, that makes it sound like there's this giant room somewhere of every single crash cymbal that's ever been made known to man that you can go test out, which is not reality. So I have to buy my cymbals online. And I've got a whole method of how I buy cymbals online, and I may do a video on that, maybe, because I've kind of got it down to a science now. But anyway, I'm looking at Paistes again, and I've got some great feedback. Signature Series are not for me; they're a little bit too soft, so I need to go a little bit different route. So I selected every 20-inch crash that they had in stock, and I just put them in a row, and I started listening to them one by one. I didn't know what I was listening to. I did kind of a blind sound test there, and I picked the top three, and it was the 2002, the Big Beat, and a 900 series, all 20-inch crashes. And I couldn't decide between the three. I like the 2002 and the 900 series the best. Now, 2002 being the more professional line, the 900 series being more of an intermediate line. But when it came down to it, I could not really decide definitively between the two. So I started looking at price points. 2002 is about $375. The 900 series is $234 versus what I'm paying now at $402. So what did I get? I got two Paiste 900 series heavy crashes. I did not get the color sound. These are it's kind of a black wash finish, if you can see that, and clear coated. Not my absolute favorite, but I don't like colored cymbals. I mean, my Sabians are just a natural finish with the ugliest logo known to man. Sorry, Sabian, but it's true. But I'm going to see how these things sound. The sound tests, the early sound test on the website were very promising. So we're going to check them out. I'm going to beat on them for a little bit. Hopefully I don't crack one. We'll see. So my glasses are all fogged up. These things are awesome. They're really great cymbals. I'm shocked. I didn't think that an intermediate line cymbal would be something that I would be looking for. I don't really care about status in that regard, but I mean, these things are, they sound great. I mean, they really, really sound great. Full-bodied, rich. They open up really nice and loud, but you can play them very quiet. They've got great wash, great spread, crystal clear bell. The difference between these and the Sabian heavy crashes, the Sabians are a little bit heavier in the bell itself, a little thinner throughout the bow and the edge of the cymbal. These are a little bit more evenly spread, but still a lot of weight in the bell, which gives it a great crystal clear tone. It gives it some volume, and the thinner bow gives it that wash and that spread that you want without sounding clangy. And actually, the standard crash, I think these only come in a heavy and a regular crash. I didn't care for the regular crash. They sounded clangy. They had that kind of like B8 kind of sound to them. So these are the 2002 alloy. It's the same alloy. So I really don't know what the differences are, except for maybe the hammering. They're machine hammered. I mean, it's got a guy that actually controls the machine as it's hammering it, but they are not hand hammered. These are machine hammered. I think the 2002s have a little bit more hammering to them, but I'm telling you, man, 234 bucks, that's a deal, and they sound awesome. So if they didn't sound great, I wouldn't play them, but 2 thumbs up. I'll probably stick with these for a while, and that's it. If I decide to swap out the rest and spend more money on cymbals that I don't need to spend, then I'll keep you posted. But for right now, these things are great. I'm going to stick with them, I think. All right, that's it. See ya.